There was an African Forward Summit in Kenya. More than 32 heads of states were in attendance, or 32 countries were in participation. One of them was France, and French President Emmanuel Macron was in attendance as well. Well, I'm going to play this clip that has been making its rounds on the streets of the internet, and we are going to do likewise, give more context why I think this is very important.
Already? You're not waiting your turn.
Hey, I like this girl. I like this lady right here. I think she is fire. So, yeah, I think she's fire. She sees him walking up. She's like, "Wait, you're not gonna wait your turn. You're just gonna get up here and start talking." But let's listen to the rest of this.
And we make order. Excuse me, everybody. Hey, hey, hey. I'm sorry, guys, but it's impossible to speak about culture, to have people like that super inspired coming here, making a speech with such a noise.
Okay, so what essentially ended up happening is that some people started clapping. Some people put out their phones as you see him walking up on the stage. Now, let me just say this: I do not like France. I don't like Emmanuel Macron. I think he's one of the most deceitful human beings on the planet of the earth. The way he treats Africans is not good at all, whether it's relationships with African countries. They just believe in colonialism. They believe in this. Well, we are a first world country, which is turning into a third world country. Whatever you want to say about that. And so, if you think about just how strained some relationships are, like with the president of Burkina Faso, Ibrahim Traore, reclaiming his country back and paying debt, kicking out the French to say, well, we're going to take control of our own minerals. I think the president of Niger did the same thing as well. So a lot of countries in Africa have started liberating themselves to say, no, 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 you guys can fend for yourselves. And so, like he's being left to be a very bitter person when it comes to those
Already?
things, right? So now I don't know what that sound was. So the context behind this video is during this summit, people were making noise in the audience. This right here, however, listen to this.
You're not waiting your turn.
And so you hear a lot of noise in the background, a lot of noise in the background.
And we
And
make order.
okay, is let's make order. Let me say this. I recently attended an African event, and we had the same issue going on where people in the audience wouldn't shut up. They wouldn't stop talking. That's all they wanted to do is just keep on talking. When we had people, distinguished guests, giving speeches that were very important, it took somebody to get up and start shushing the audience to stay quiet. And that wasn't helpful at all. This is typical for many, many African countries. It's just like embedded in the culture. Like, oh, somebody's up on the stage. We're just going to keep talking. We're just going to keep making noise. Whatever they're talking about doesn't really concern us. We're just here for the money. I kid you not. We're just here for the money. That's it. We just want to get paid. That's it. And people will walk away. They don't care about making noise. They don't care. Because if they did, somebody would have gotten up and said, we need some order in the audience. We need people to stay quiet. There is heads of states. This is a very important event because during this, some people got investments in their countries. You're over there to discuss ways to improve your countries, your economies, Africa forward. I would think we're trying to move everything forward. But nobody had the guts to get up and put some order in the house. So Emmanuel thought, well, this is too much. Like, I'm wasting time sitting in this audience, and none of these Africans are getting up to do anything. So he got up and went and got some order in real time. That was quite a flex. Now, the backlash from that, or the reaction from most people, is, was this because he feels like he is superior than everybody else in that room, and so he feels like he can just get up and do anything? Because if it was like in the United States, there is no way that Emmanuel Macron would have done that. He could have just sat there with his tail tucked between his legs and listened to Candace Owens calling his wife a man, and won't be able to do anything about it. Like at all. He could have just sat there. So because they don't value Africans, it forced him to get up. Listen, like I said, I don't like Emmanuel. They like to appoint people who are pedophiles in their administration. Yeah, that's who the friends are. But does any of that matter in this right now? Like as far as context goes, does that really matter in this moment? Is it because he deems himself to be more superior to Africans? Part of that, I say, yeah, it is. Because an African president isn't just going to get up and start declaring order in the house, somebody else's house, somebody else's country. Emmanuel would have had a whole different reaction. He would have said, well, you should have talked to me and I could have done that. I think the best thing that Emmanuel could have done is to ask the head of state or somebody to pass down a note and say they need to put some order in the house, in this auditorium, because we can't hear anything. Which I get it. Trust me, I 100% understand. It is chaotic. That's chaos. He got up there and you heard the noise in the background when people are literally giving deliberations up on the stage. You have all these Africans who won't just be like, they won't shut up. They just won't shut up talking. These are adults. So a part of me feels like Emmanuel didn't follow the proper channel to establish order in the house. Am I upset that he did that? No. You know why? Because next time, you Africans know to put order in the house so you can avoid being humiliated on the world stage like that. Okay? At some point, we need to learn to take initiative and stop being stupid. That's all I'm saying. If you know for a fact you have people in the audience making noise and you can't establish order, well, that is failure on your end. Where is your leadership? You lack stamina. You lack assertiveness. And somebody who is a man, the bigger man, is going to get up and establish order in the house. That was my last one. I could have overused it, but it is true. It is true. And that right there shows you what happened. And that, my friends, that is exactly how slavery started, because we didn't want to take control of our own. So somebody else stepped in and they took over. I know I said the previous one was the last one, but I just wanted to drop it because we're seeing in real time what led to slavery and colonialism, whilst everybody just sat down. But Emmanuel is going on the stage. What is he doing? Emmanuel, he's telling us to keep quiet. But this one, he has all the guts. Even in our country, he's going to say that even in our country. But then they're going to go back and they're going to start posting on social media. It's like, is that all you're good for? Just start posting on social media talking about, oh, yeah, he should have done that. He's very disrespectful. I might not like Emmanuel Macron, but what I did there, I don't find it disrespectful at all. He might have not followed the proper channels, but hey, you couldn't take control of your own house. Somebody else is going to come and do it. So do with that however you want to do with that. This is why If you are in charge of something, make sure that you raise your standards. Make sure that you raise your standards, or else somebody's just going to do it for you. All right, I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.